but they're trying to recruit your kids into politics at an earlier age.
They're letting these people back out loose into society. I am Mecca, and how? You know what they called this? First off, who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Rob off camera.
I am Mecca. Please subscribe to this if you want just the BS debunking. We are laughing at the ridiculousness of it. Remember when Kotaku had that article saying how the Xbox had too many holes and the lady was afraid of it?
Yeah, well, I'm getting kind of turned on looking at those holes.
You better not be. So apparently there is a quote-unquote woke agenda, according to these people. How? How is this woke? How is this a race swap? How is this a gender
trying
something?
to figure that out. I mean,
how is an option for the console to automatically shut down, like when you're not using it? How is that
it even says option.
Do they not read their own articles?
No.
Do they not read their own headlines? First carbon-aware console. Is that just a marketing tagline?
Yes.
And they said, hey, Fox News, we'll pay you this much money to be outraged by it. And hey, well, CNN, we'll pay you this much money to promote this thing. And you're going to have all the NPCs yelling about it back and forth with each other. Is that what's going on? Why are we offended by an Xbox when I'm a PC gamer to begin with? And doesn't your PC turn off?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you can set it to turn off.
Or not.
And that's a similar setting that Microsoft is rolling out for the Xbox.
See, now my laptop won't go into sleep mode automatically.
No,
anymore.
mine won't either.
Anymore, because it updated and it stopped it and it broke something.
Well, then what's the problem? If it's not going to work anyway, there's no issue.
Yeah, it's a Microsoft product. It's not going to work.
Microsoft, we make worse versions of the things you already use.
Well, yeah, because that's what happens every time they update something from Windows. It'll either lose my microphone, something.
What do I always say when Windows updates?
Yeah, what did it break? What did it break this time? Yeah. You go into OBS, your broadcasting recording software, and it'll lose your microphone, and it'll be like, oh, default. I don't have a microphone on the computer.
I'm at a point now when I see Windows update, oh, no. Oh, no, what did you break now? I just got it working again.
So they're saying that this is woke? How?
I don't know.
For crying out loud.
Anything is woke to these people.
It's going to force the consoles into energy saver mode as it rolls out a smarter option. Okay, so on one thing we're saying force. So they probably saw force and ignored option.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? So you can turn this off, or you can set it to if somebody leaves it on overnight, please turn down.
Yeah, it's what your PC does anyway, or supposed to do until they updated it and then broke it.
But these lunatics are saying that it's indoctrinating your children like Fern Gully did. Oh, there's your... But these lunatics are saying that that it's going to indoctrinate your children like Fern Gully did. Like Captain Planet. Didn't we just laugh at how cringe those were? Didn't we just roll our eyes? Did they forget this?
Yeah, they did.
They forgot that we just rolled our eyes anytime we had one of these teachers come along and be either a little too preachy or a little too religious or a little too... Oh, well, you need to... Men, feminism. You had those types back then, too.
Yeah, well, when the Captain Planet movie comes out, it's going to be fun, I tell you.
Did they make one? Are they now?
They're working on one.
Oh, I'm going to ignore that one, too, just like I did the cartoon. I have to elaborate this Captain Planet thought. This seems to me like these people think so little of their children or your children that your children are automatically going to stop everything and join an environmental cause activism group because they see their Xbox shut down. We didn't when we saw Captain Planet. Most of us didn't when we saw Fern Gully. We have to think with our brains instead of our tribes on this one. And this really, really, really annoys me that these people are going around thinking that your kids are so poorly raised. They're so poorly raised that they cannot think for themselves, that they can't deduce and reason, that they're just going to automatically drop everything and join whatever cause because a couple of kids do.
You know, if I were parents, I'd be more afraid of my kid getting that mullet he has.
Because I can tell when I'm being preached to. Most people can tell when they're being preached to. You're not being preached to. This is insane talking points. This is the crazy people got let loose out of the asylums again. Why do they say? Do we want to bother with this article, or do you want to try another one? Here,
Okay.
you read. What
All
are
right,
we getting
well,
into?
Do you want me to go through
Yeah,
this?
we'll go through
Okay.
the article. Let's see what they think.
Modern Xbox consoles will soon have a new default setting that regulates the video game system's power usage to protect the environment. Okay, not a bad thing.
That's fine if you want
Okay.
to, but realistically, it's just going to lower your power bill, isn't it?
Well, realistically, yeah.
Let's say you're like me and you don't give a flippity flip about protecting anybody or any causes or any activisms, and you just want to save a couple of bucks on your electric bill.
this maybe will save you about $25-$30 a year.
Maybe.
A year.
A year. So
year.
that's if you're somebody who forgets to turn it off if you go
Yeah.
out for the day.
Xbox is working to reduce our global impact to help us reach Microsoft's goal of being carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste company by 2030. By
A bunch
rethinking
of BS
how it is.
buzzwords.
Okay, these are some nice flowery language.
Yeah, this is all stuff that we just kind of gloss over and ignore because nobody actually. Yeah, you're gonna have one or two people who chain themselves to a tree still.
Yeah.
You know.
The press release noted that the consoles will become carbon aware via software update. The machines are rising. Being carbon aware means reducing carbon footprints by optimizing updates downloads to run at a time when the console can use the most renewable energy. Okay, you know what? The PS4 has had this for years. You could download updates in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Okay, not a bad idea. You set it there. You don't have a fast internet connection. You'd rather not keep it on all night. You set it to sleep mode. It keeps downloaded update. Morning comes, you're done. What's the problem? In the same announcement, it said the energy saving feature will be automatically applied. Starting today, Xbox insiders will notice that their Xbox Series X/S consoles automatically update to Shutdown energy saving power option. Xbox Wired wrote, this one-time update to your power settings will reduce the power consumption while your console is off and will not affect performance, gameplay, or your console's
So why
ability to
aren't they
receive overnight updates to the system.
And this is in the Fox News article?
This is a
So
Fox
it doesn't
News
affect
article.
anything. You
Doesn't
won't
affect
notice
anything.
it.
No.
And that's going to indoctrinate kids into environmental blah 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 because
Yes.
don't you think that this overreaction is going to cause the Streisand effect?
But
To the opposite, to you're gonna hear a bunch of more kids say, "Oh, well, that's just stupid. I'm gonna go and be an environmentalist now because this old white dude said I shouldn't."
well, don't you know that the Xbox is going to talk to you in your sleep? You will recycle more. You will turn off the coffee maker. You know.
I wish it did. I wish it did because I'm looking at the coffee maker right now. I wish it had an automatic off button.
Yeah.
After if
It's
nobody
off
uses
now,
it.
But, but I mean, I don't see a problem with this. It's not going to do anything. It's not really going to change anything.
You're not even going to notice it. And guess what? You can turn it off if you say,
Oh,
what,
God.
screw the environment. I got
But, yeah.
$30 to burn. I'm older and I got more insurance. That type of attitude.
This is an overreaction. This really
Oh.
is. This really is an overreaction. You know, they're going to indoctrinate your kids forgetting that the average age of gamers is 35.
that too. That too.
You're getting too kind of late there, guys.
Seriously, and more family-friendly consoles are the Switch anyway, and that one I think it turns out. I don't know. I haven't fiddled with my parental settings in the Switch because I'm the only one using it.
Nobody plays with these settings anyway. They just turn the power button on and then they turn it off when they're
And
done.
I guarantee you, these people who are upset by this. Who's the guy who's upset by this? Is on
Oh,
Twitter.
a lot of people are upset
This
by
guy.
this.
Who the hell's this guy?
I don't know who this guy is. He's some stuffed shirt.
Make them conscious now.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. You're right. They're going after the children.
Of course they are.
They're coming after.
But
We'll recruit your children.
one of us.
This again.
Gabba gabba, we accept you, one of us.
They're doing this again. He really says that.
Understand what this is. It's not that it's actually going to offset emissions, okay?
Well, we know that. Why did you put that in your article then? We know that it isn't. It's just something you can turn off if you want. You don't, like, what emission? Who cares at this
The
point?
level of reduction is infinitesimal. But
Well, it's not.
It's a talking point to get articles written and to get
Yeah.
a bunch of dummies to react negatively and say, you're indoctrinating your kids. And for me to make fun of when you do that.
Most kids aren't even gonna notice this.
This guy needs a cat. Get a cat. It'll lower your blood pressure.
Yeah, just like Red Foreman.
It might get dust into those holes in the Xbox. That's what you got to worry about more. I guarantee it's probably some issue where they were realizing that they were overheating, which is why they have all those stupid holes that the other person was upset about. And they're realizing, gee, maybe if we turn them off, it'll save them longer. It'll keep them from burning out. It'll keep them from whatever. And that's probably most likely what's going on with this. They realized that they would probably have to replace a whole lot of consoles from them burning out. A whole lot of these brand new consoles that people are finally getting their hands on after, 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, I mean, the backlog for the PS5 is still going on.
Yeah, so you still can't find either of these hardly, the new Xbox or the PS5s. And for the ones you can find, I guarantee you that it's keeping them from having to give more and more new consoles for warranties, for warranty replacements, for them burning the crap out. Is there an article on them? Do they burn out? Am I correct? Is that why the holes were in there in the first place?
Overheating and smoking.
There you go. That's what it's for. It's to prevent them from overheating, and it's getting, hey, how do we use these dumb culture war people to market this new feature, or to hide the fact that we're doing it to save our butts?
On Microsoft's own website. Xbox Series S loud spark and then burn smell won't turn on now.
Yeah.
Hello, I was playing on my Xbox Series X when I heard and saw visually a loud spark cover the console. It immediately shut off and won't turn on again.
Wait, is it the Series X or the Series S?
Series X.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Yeah.